Hello everybody and welcome to another series of episodes on Poland Daily Travel. We've got some really cool stuff in store for you. We're going northeast of Warsaw. We're going to go to Półtusk, which is on the beautiful Narew River. It's a great place to hang out in the summer with its 800-meter-long cobbled marketplace. This was once a major stopping-off place for coaches and commerce on the way from Warsaw to Vilnius. Heck, even Napoleon stayed here one night. Actually, it was 2 or 3 nights after the Battle of Półtusk. There's also a nice, affordable hotel in the castle with a very pleasant restaurant. There you can get all the Polish food you love to eat. From Półtusk, we head back to Sieradz, which is just a tiny village at the juncture, the confluence of the Bug and the Narew rivers. From there, the Bug and the Narew combine to make Lake Zegja, or the Zegja Reservoir. Talk about picturesque. I mean, you won't want to miss this when you come to Warsaw. If you want to see any nearby nature at all, well, you have a lot. There's the Campinos Forest as well. But this is well worth a trip. But watch out. A lot of people here in the summer. It's extremely popular. From the Zegja Reservoir, the combined rivers flow all the way to Modlin. Modlin's where the new modern airport is, the adjunct to the Chopin Airport in Warsaw, where you can get all kinds of, let's say, cheaper flights. And you can always stop off by the river and look at the Modlin Fortress. This is really impressive. First built by Napoleon and extended by the Russians, there are 2.5 kilometers of barracks. 20,000 troops would have once lived here. So this is an exciting group of episodes looking at something completely different, something unexpected, very near Warsaw, a strategic area for kings and princes over the centuries, and a strategic place for tourists today. Hope you enjoy it. Watch Poland Daily Travel. Why do we do it? We do it for you. I'm Will Richardson. Thanks for watching. Well, here we are. Behind me, the Bug River, which rises in Lviv, in the Oblast of Lviv, that's the Lviv province, in the Ukraine, and comes to here, where it meets the Narew, which is flowing from the east also, but from Belarus. And right here is where they merge. I don't know about you, but there's something really nice about that. I find that exciting. Behind me, you can see nothing, deserted. And yet we're surrounded by the metropolitan area of Warsaw, or it's not far away, and an area of Mazowieckie, which is millions of people. So you can find solitude not far from Warsaw. We're about probably 35 miles from Warsaw. So maybe less. As the crow flies, certainly. Not a soul to be seen. Although, no, I do see a couple of people way down there, but no one certainly in the vicinity. People living near here, but it's not easy to get to. You have to get off the main road, and you have to wiggle along some country lanes, and eventually you hit various dirt roads, and you'll end up here if you persevere. So we were standing in Sieradz, me and the crew, that is, and you were with me, which is just over there, looking over this direction in the last episode. And now we've moved over to give you this view of the other way. And you can see, we saw from the Narew side, the Bug coming there, and now we can see from the Bug side it's meeting the Narew River. And there you are. This kind of marshy grass that you see all along here is very typical of eastern Poland. And the further east you go along the waterways, both of these waterways, the more you will see this. In fact, especially along the border areas, it makes both of these rivers and the border areas being so marshy make a very convenient dividing line between the countries of Ukraine and Belarus and Poland. But of course, in the past, part of Lviv was in Poland, and Minsk was in Poland, And in Lithuania, the capital of Lithuania, Vilnius, was in Poland, because, of course, Poland was shifted westward after World War II. But after World War I, those aforementioned places were part of Poland. At any rate, it's a nice day for it. A little brisk, but you can take a bit of cloudiness and a bit of coolness because you get to be alone. And that's a really nice and pleasant thing when you live in a city that's full of millions of people. At any rate, here we are. The air is fresh and clean. And I think now, oh yes, I must tell you. So this is flowing from the east, and that's going on westward. And about 20 miles from here, or give or take 15, 20 miles from here, the Narew and Bug flowing together will run into the Vistula. And on their way, they pass through the lake called Zegja, which is the big lake, man-made lake from these two rivers and a dam, using a dam outside of Warsaw. So let's go and have a look at the Zegja Lake, and then we'll continue and go on to Modlin, where this confluence meets the mighty, I call it the mighty, the Vistula. It's a pleasant enough river, as you'll see. So let's go on. The next, let's have a bumper, and then we'll come back and show you the big part of the lake, and then we'll go on to Modlin, okay? Some of you will know Modlin because you came in on various flights there. It's a very oft used tourist destination, especially for the cheaper fares. At any rate, we'll be moving on to show you the lake at Zegja, and feast your eyes. Well, here we are. And as you can see, we're on a pier, and there's the lake. It's a very, very nice sized lake here, isn't it? And on the proper summer Saturday, you'll see a lot of water skiers, you'll see a lot of sailboats. People really love sailing in the smaller boats in Poland. It's a country of lakes. And man-made lakes fit into that very well, into that pastime. But on a day like today, it's very comfortable to be here. It's very pleasant, and it's such a contrast that I'm almost shocked from what I've been used to seeing during the summer. Very, very nice on a early spring day. So when you come to Warsaw, remember that nice water sports are not far away. And I might say that in the previous segment, we were just up here, further on and around that end where the rivers come in. There's the Bug up there, the Narew there. And it's flowing this way now, and it ends up in the Vistula at Modlin, as I said before. So now we're going to pop in the car and we're going to drive down and see if we can't see, as the light is fading in the day, it's a bit cloudier than we thought it would be. We'll see if we can find where this confluence of rivers empties into the Vistula. Okay, so stick with us for the next episode of Poland Daily Travel. I'm Will Richardson.